Hey guys, it's Mike from the Geek Pub, and on this episode we're going to turn one of these into one of these. Okay, so the first thing that I did was I went into SketchUp and I just drew this little template of something that I thought, would look like a cool star. And then I've got this old saw blade. It's a 10-inch saw blade that's been laying around the shop for probably 10 years, and it probably just needed to be thrown away, but I knew that someday I would have a project for it. And I am just going to connect these two together with some spray adhesive. And this template will be available on my website if you want to download it. Part of the design that I made has holes in it, and so I'm going to drill those holes before I cut it out. In fact, it'll actually make it easier to cut out. Alright, I'm just going to clamp it to the table now, and then I'm going to use my grinder with an 045 wheel on it to cut it out. Okay, so when I cut it out on the angle grinder, I didn't cut everything down to the line. And I'm just going to use my El Cheapo bench grinder, and I mean El Cheapo, I think it's 20 years old, to go ahead and grind everything down to the lines. I'm just going to use the wire wheel, and I'm going to remove all of the burrs and try to remove this manufacturer's paint and the template and all of that. And there you go. It's kind of hard to believe that that was a saw blade just a few minutes ago. Okay, so I have removed the grinding wheel and I've replaced it with this denim buffing wheel. And I'm just going to charge that with some red grit compound, and then we're going to polish this thing. Okay, I have reinstalled the grinding wheel, and I'm going to go ahead and sharpen all of the blades. I actually recommend that you do not do this step because it makes it extremely dangerous. And the only reason I'm going to do this is because I'm going to keep mine in a sealed, locked display case, so it will be fairly safe. But I recommend that you don't do this step and just leave it like this. Okay, and now that it's sharp, I'm just going to run it up against the buffing wheel one more time. Just a couple of notes. I made this thing with one of these handheld grinders, and I did that on purpose because I've got a lot of comments over the last few videos saying, well, you can make anything, you have one of those CNC machines, and I just wanted to prove that with nothing but $100 worth of hand tools that you can get at Home Depot, you can pretty much make anything if you put your mind to it, and just wanted to kind of show that to you guys. Another note, this thing is pretty damn dangerous. Don't make one. I made one so that you don't have to. I'm going to keep this thing in a locked up display case so that nobody can get to it, and it'll be fun to look at, but I don't plan on actually using it. Well, hey, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to my channel on YouTube.